Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, Cooking with Miss Love. And today we will be making a banana pudding. What is a banana cream? But a banana pudding pound cake. We will be using the banana cream Jello pudding to go in the cake. And I will let you know everything that I have for my cake. I will be using like a teaspoon, tablespoon of vanilla extract. Definitely a tablespoon of banana extract. 3 cups of Swan's Downs cake flour with 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda. 3 cups of white granulated sugar. 3 sticks of butter at room temperature. I also will be using 1/4 of a cup of vegetable oil, which I don't have out here right now. 6 eggs at room temperature. 1 cup of buttermilk. 2 smashed ripened potatoes. I smashed them really, really good. Ripened bananas, child. And instead of vanilla wafers, I'll be using the Biscoff cookies. Okay. And I haven't decided if I want to crush some up into my batter or not yet. The jury is still out on that. I might, and then I might not. I will get started with creaming my butter and sugar. Okay, I got my 1/4 of a cup of vegetable oil here. So, I'm going to add in my butter, vegetable oil, my vanilla, and my banana extract. Okay. Let's get this part started. Now, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment what you think I should bake next. Okay. And I'll also be using Pam baking spray to coat my my bundt cake pan. Okay. Let's see here. Make sure everything is at room temperature. Now, when you're creaming your butter and your and sugar, it's 2 steps when baking a pound cake that is very important. You can undermix your butter and sugar, and you can overmix your dry ingredients, the flour. So you don't want to undermix and you don't want to overmix. Okay, that is so important. Let's get this started here. I'm going to go ahead and add my 1/4 of a cup of oil in there. Let me know if you try this recipe as well. This is the banana pudding pound cake. I will be adding my 3 cups of sugar. process right here. You don't want to undermix this part right here. That is so important. Because if you do, you know, your cake will be gummy or very, very dense. Here, open this one. I don't think neither one of you, oh yeah, the banana has been open. So about a tablespoon of banana extract. Come on. Thank you. And likewise with the vanilla. Okay. Put my stuff back. Make sure it's tight. Crank up this. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add my. This is a 3.4 ounce box of the banana cream Jello pudding mix. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in with my flour. And like I said, you guys, take your time with this process. You do not want to undermix this, okay? This is important. This is probably where a lot of people go wrong with baking their pound cakes. The overmixing, the undermixing of the sugar and butter, and the overmixing of the flour. That's the key. So while this is mixing, I'm gonna go ahead, just allow this to mix. I know sometimes you get a little anxious if you want to get things moving right along. It will come along, trust me, trust the process. So while, say for instance, while your butter and sugar is creaming, go ahead and take that time to grease your bundt pan, preheat your oven. You know your oven, okay? Some people bake their cakes at 350. I choose to bake mine at 325. I like to cook slow and low, okay? Some people don't, but that's just how I do. Also, if you make it more than one cake, it's good to kind of keep it on a low temperature, unless you're cooking with a round, like 9-inch pans or something like that. You're cooking with a bundt pan, and you're cooking more than one. Make sure your oven is at a low temperature. I'll be right back. Okay, so while this was creaming, I went on ahead and greased my bundt pans. I crushed up some of the cookies. There's some that's going to go inside of the cake and on top of the cake. So now I'm getting ready to add in my 6 eggs, one at a time. So I'll do 3, and then I will break the sides down. Now my spatula always get broke. If I get lazy and don't want to stop a thing, I just want to stick that spatula down in there Let me get the sides. But let me show you how fluffy the mixture gets when you cream it for the amount of time that you need to. Okay, you want it light, fluffy, and airy. Okay, that's it, that's all. Add the other 3 eggs. And y'all show me some love. Show me some love, honey. Leave a comment. Like the video. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be very consistent with my cooking because I love to cook. Love it, love it, love it. And I'm not only going to be making cakes, you guys. Let's get this stuff straight down. Okay, so now I'm going to add in the banana. Oh my gosh. Y'all didn't see that. Yeah, just like I said, take your time making your cake. It's the process. You got to get everything mixed up in there real good. You got to show your cake some love. Do everything with love. Okay, before I start mixing in my flour and all that good stuff, I'm going to clean this mess up, wash my hands, and get back to it. Be right back. Okay, you guys, so I done cleaned my mess up, cleaned my hands. Now, let's get to adding the buttermilk and the flour. Okay? You want to turn down your speed for this process. Because like I said, in the beginning, you crank up the speed when you creaming your butter, oil, and your sugar. And you cream it for at least 8 to 10 minutes, okay? That is so important. You want it to be nice, airy, and fluffy. Then when it comes to your dry mix, you do not want to overmix it. Okay? You do not. Okay, so let's get started. So we'll start with the I didn't mix the banana pudding mix in here. I just set it on top. Okay, you guys, so I decided to add another half a pack of the banana cream Jello mix. So let's get started adding this into our batter. Remember, the speed is down low. So I'm going in with it. That. Let's add some butter. mixture. Y'all, I promise I always make a mess. I should have just waited. Let's add our buttermilk. I'm just going to add the rest of it. Slowly add the rest of your flour in. Okay, at this point, I stopped my blender, my mixer, and the rest of it I do by hand. Because like I said, I don't want to overmix. See the bananas, it's getting all in there, child. I know that's right, banana. So make sure your bananas are very ripe. Very ripe. There's banana right there. Yep. Y'all, this cake is so moist and delicious. You're going to love it. Just go through and make sure that everything is nice and mixed. Because when you got something like, you know, if you eat a banana, you feel very full because bananas are heavy. So they heavy when you put them in the batter too. So you got to make sure that they did not sink down to the bottom of the batter and everything is well mixed in. Like I said, you don't want to overmix. I think that's good right there. Yeah. Okay, now this is a lot of mix. This will make 2 of my small bundt cakes and one of these, okay? So I will start. Hopefully you guys can see. I'm just out of my way. This thing is so heavy. So heavy. Y'all, one cake that I have never made is a German chocolate cake, and I want to make it. So that might be my next cake. That might be my next cake to make. So, you know what? Oh gosh. No, I'm just gonna do it like this. meant to just fold it in, but I'm going to put it in. So I'm gonna put this Biscoff cookie mix in here. How did that get in here? A piece of the wrapper. And now I'm going to take a fork and kind of mix it in. Swirl it in there. Do I believe the cookies are going to go down to the bottom? Possibly. The last time I did this cake, I put the vanilla wafers on the side. And they just baked right into the cake. I didn't even see them. I didn't even see them. So okay, there's that. Take my other pan. I would do the same thing with these. Now these small ones are going to a co-worker of mine. Doing the same process, mixing it in to the batter. Some more Biscoff. Swirl it in. So she wants these small ones, one for at home for her. Then she wants to take one to her father. So now I'll put the rest in. Preheat it at 325. The bigger cake will cook for about an hour. The smaller cakes for about 30 minutes. And when they get ready to come out the oven, the bigger cake will be set enough to where I usually put these smaller ones on the bottom rack, and they will be set enough to where it won't fall. My pans. And like I said, these are going to go in the oven at 325. And then I will make my pudding to go on top. Okay, so let's get that cooking and we'll be back. Okay, you guys. So I'm gonna make the pudding for the top of the cake. And since I'm gonna be using a box and a half, the recipe calls for 2 cups of cold milk. I'm gonna put 3, so this is 2. Add another cup. Cold milk. Okay. I'll add this box of banana cream, Jello pudding. And then I'll add this half pack. And I got my little whisker on here. And I'll just whisk it until it's thick. Last time okay, so now that I'm done mixing, and as you can see, it's nice and thick. Nice and thick. So I'm gonna cover this, put it in the refrigerator, and then I'll be back when the cakes have cooled and it's time to decorate the cake. Okay, so we back. The cake is done. Look at here, honey. So good. These cakes are going to, well, this big cake is for at home. These small cakes are going to my co-worker. Look at this. So what I'm gonna do now, put my pudding on the cake and put my pudding on the other cake. So I think I'll start with these. Smaller cakes. Pudding, see, it's really thick, so it's been sitting. Y'all can't really. That's going to someone. Okay, so now I'm gonna put the banana pudding on the big cake. It's still kind of warm, but that's okay. And then my daughter likes a lot of pudding on the cake. Last time she said I didn't put enough. So this one, this cake is really gonna be icing per se instead of glazed. Y'all, and don't come for me about how I decorate these cakes, child. They taste good, but they don't look good, okay? And so once I get done with this, they've been itching for me to do this so they can taste this cake. And y'all are y'all gonna be in the camera to taste the cake? Wow. Go fix your hair, Bookie. So you can be in the camera.
Leafy will.
I'm going over it. Let me know, have y'all ever iced your cake with pudding?
Y'all should try it. It's very fire.
They said it's very fire. Like my back is on fire.
There's enough one.
I gotta get the whole cake.
Oh, I was about to say.
You just ready to eat. Girl.
Mom, I don't want.
Girl, they love this banana pudding cake. So now I'm gonna take the Biscoff crumbs and put it all over the cake. Okay. Gotta save some for the other little cake.
Where's your phone?
Okay, Livy.
I'll be right back. I gotta get something. Coming. Yeah. Where's the spoon at? I'm gonna go get my spoon.
Wait, you need a fork.
Should I slice some bananas and put it on there? No. Okay, Livy, step back. It's not on there.
Slow as hell. Okay.
Don't drop it.
Boom.
Okay.
You need a knife, Mama? Here you go, Mama.
Livy, who told you to get that? Now put that in the sink. Put it in the sink.
But it's my spoon. I already have a plate.
Y'all getting a little slither.
What?
Yeah, you got candy in your mouth. Here.
Okay.
You see your mouth. I hear it. Try it on camera. What's that in the middle?
This stuff.
Try it on camera, Lily.
Okay.
Scoot up some. Turn to the camera.
How is it, Pookie?
What you rated?
1,000. Infinity Island. Infinity.
You gotta look at my nails.
I'm back. Look at this delicious looking cake.
Thank you. Okay, let me rate it.
Banana pudding.
Cause my rate is the how you know.
Y'all.
Hold on, y'all.
One that we still have.
Y'all.
Blueberry. But it's blue raspberry.
This cake is so good. Oh my goodness.
It's good.
She eating, y'all.
Blue raspberry. Blue raspberry cooling.
You use blue raspberry coolant?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, you guys, let me know if you try this cake. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Please, please hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you will be notified each and every time I drop a new recipe. Also, don't let, like I say, don't let nothing negative impact your day. Always find the good and positivity in each moment, okay? Remember, you are responsible for you. Don't let nobody else have control over you. Okay? Thanks again for cooking with Miss Love, and I'm out.